Get by so many from here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Let's get right into it. So, did Boots duck Vergil Ortiz, or was it just the shit just fell apart? No. Boots. Okay, so let's talk about it, right? So, I don't want to say he's ducking, but it kind of is. Okay, let me explain. So we all know Vergil Ortiz versus Boots was supposed to happen. It's been in talks for a long ass time, and we finally got confirmation when it was going to be in the February 26th card, which is looking like the best card of all time, right? But it's looking like it's fell through, and we got the details why. It's turned out, right, that Boots and his team, I'm pretty sure Eddie Hearn, wanted to fight. The reason why it fell apart because of the weight. So according to Vergil Ortiz, won it at 154, while Boots' team won it at 147, so he could defend his world champion, right? Well, Boots is kind of duck. Oh, let's talk about it. I keep saying to talk about it because I'm kind of mad. I was looking forward for this fight. This is a great fight, right? But obviously, Boots is kind of ducking here because there's no way. Vergil Ortiz almost went to the hospital. I think he did, not almost, but he got hospitalized because he tried to cut weight to 147. He couldn't. It was too much for him, and it was bad for him. So the fact that Boots is trying to weight drain Vergil Ortiz just because he knows, let's be honest, at 147, Boots is dogging Vergil Ortiz. It's not even fun like that. He's dogging him because he's going to be dehydrated, weight drained, and it's going to be a easy night for Boots, right? And I don't get it why they can't just do it at 154. The fight was supposed to take at 154. Eddie Hearn himself said, oh, we're going to try and make a fight at 154 against Vergil Ortiz. Why out of nowhere they're like, nah, I want at 147. Like, that shit makes no fucking sense at all. Like, it makes no sense. Why have it at 147? Vergil Ortiz, like, oh man, bro, it makes no sense. Vergil Ortiz is not at 147. He hasn't been at 147 for a long ass time, and there's a reason why. Because this motherfucker took a year off because how badly when he was at 147 that weight cut fucked him up. He didn't have to take a year off, and he came back better, but still. He don't want to stay at he want to stay at 154 because it makes sense. That's where he's going to compete. That's where he feels the most healthiest. It's like it makes sense. Like Vergil Ortiz, you don't gotta come out and say any, because we're all gonna look at Boots and say, Boots, you ducked him. You made a requirement that Vergil Ortiz cannot he cannot complete. There's no way in hell Vergil Ortiz is going to make 147. It's impossible for him. And you know that. And that's common knowledge. Like, everybody knows that because he came out and talked about how he's don't want to go 147 because the weight cut killed him. And it's too much for him. 154 is way better. So the fact that you broke this fight apart because you won at 147 shows that, yo, you don't think you can beat him 154. And I'm a big Boots fan. I'm a big Boots fan, bro. I fuck with Boots heavy. He's one of my guys who I watched. But this is a bad look for you, Boots. Like, you just saying, you're pretty much telling everybody, like, no, I can't beat him at 154. But I can most likely beat him at 147. Yes, you will kick his ass at 147, but 154. I still think Boots beat Vergil Ortiz. But it's looking like Boots don't got confidence in himself. Because, like, who cares about the champ? Like, Boots, right? You probably wanted, like, it makes no sense. Why you stay at 147? Your last performance didn't look great, right? It wasn't horrible, but you didn't look great. You were getting caught a lot, right? And you were saying the weight cut is kind of getting into you. It's kind of catching up to you. And you say you want to move down. Move up to 154. Why this can't be your homecoming to 154? Why are you doing this kind of snake shit? Like, kind of snake shit, trying to make him to go at 154. Like, Wally, bro, you good? Like, it honestly, in my opinion, it makes no sense, right? It makes no sense why he wants this fight at 147. Like, are you gonna go for undisputed? Like, you could have been gone undisputed. I think that's what he wants to do. Okay, then don't force. It makes no sense. Why go for this fight Why fight against, like, I know this is a big fight, but why go for this fight when you know the other guy has no possibility of going 147? And again, I'm with Vergil Ortiz here. If I'm pretty much get half to death to make 147, you think I want to go back there? And you know this too. I don't know, bro. It's a bad look on Boots, right? Because Boots, you said I'm not sure if I'm gonna move up or I'm gonna stay here and try to go for undisputed. If you are going to try to go for undisputed, why fight him? Why fight Vergil Ortiz? Why not fight unification fight? Why fight and this be a defense? It makes no sense. Like, you want to ease, maybe, I don't know, like maybe he wanted to beat Vergil Ortiz and then go for undisputed 147. He wants to have his cake and eat it at the same time. That's pretty much what it is. He wants both things. He wants to beat Vergil Ortiz, have Vergil Ortiz win his record, but he also wants to stay at 147. You cannot have two things. If you want to fight Vergil Ortiz, you're going to have to move up to 154. And they probably won't, what's it called? They won't trip you if you move up to 154 if you come back. But probably I see what Boost trying to do. He wants to fight Vergil Ortiz, get a big win off Vergil Ortiz, then go and get undisputed. Go and try to look for undisputed, right? And I think that's what he's trying to do. I think his next fight is going to be Mario Barrios. His next fight better be a unification fight. Because if it's not Mario Barrios or if it's not a unification fight, this looks horrible, right? Because you say you want to stay at 147 to become undisputed. Okay, bet. I better only see you fight a unification fight from here out. I want you to do the Canelo. When Canelo went to 168 and all his fights, except one mandatory, was all unification fights against Caleb Smith, against Caleb Plant, and against Billy Joe Sanders. I want you to do that, bro. I want all your fights to be unification fights next. Because it makes no sense. It makes no sense how this motherfucker, right, is saying, oh, I want to get undisputed, but I also want to fight Vergil Ortiz. You can't have your cake and eat it too, but you're going to have one thing, right? You can't have it both ways. So I don't think this fight's going to happen. Obviously, this tells me that Boost want to stay at 147 and go for undisputed. I don't blame you, right? I don't blame you. But you knew from the start Vergil Ortiz was not going to come down to 147. You knew that from the start. It is common knowledge that he was like, it almost killed him doing that weight cut. And he's not going to do it again. And he's definitely not going to do it against you, because then you're going to just beat the shit out of him, right? So we all knew Vergil Ortiz did not. We all knew Vergil Ortiz was not going back to 147. But you still try to get him, like, hey, I give you some money, maybe you can make it a thing. No, bro. So like I said, okay, I guess this fight is sadly not happening. Maybe you can still have both of them at the same card. It's just, I was looking forward to this fight. I thought this was gonna be Boots' big homecoming to 154. I think this go, like, I thought this is where everybody go see him at his best, but no. Obviously, he did this to stay at 147. But like I said, if his next fight is not unification fight, I'm gonna get tight and I'm gonna be here saying he ducked Vergil Ortiz. Because right now, it's a small duck, right? Right? It's a small duck. Because he didn't really duck Vergil Ortiz. Like, he wants to fight him, but he wants to fight him 157 when he has a lot of advantage and where he can still go for undisputed after. Because moving up a weight class and coming back down is hard for the body, and usually leaves for your ass to get knocked out. Like, once you leave a weight class, it's very rare when that motherfucker comes back, right? It's rare for someone to come back, right? Tank did it, yes. Like, there's some fighters who did it, but most of the time, when a fighter move up, they move up to stay there permanently, and their last class is no longer, right? Usually that be happening, but here it's the same case. Boost doesn't want to move up and come back down. He wants to stay here, get his shit done, and then when he's time to leave. So like I said, this fight sadly not happening. I don't know what they're going to do with the February 22nd card, because this fight was going to be amazing. I still say have them both on the same card still. Why not? Just get bigger fights. Mario Barrios versus Boost should be the next fight. That better be the next fight. I want to see. I don't give a fuck if it's Mario Barrios. I just want to see a unification fight. You had to, because according to this motherfucker, right? He wants to be undisputed. Okay, next fight better be unification, because you should not be defending your belt 3 times in a row when you keep saying, like, come on, Boots, I'm a fan of you, bro. I fuck with you hard. Why are you doing this, man? Why are you making people call you duck? They gonna say you ducked, and when you like I said, he kind of did. If he doesn't fight a unification fight next, he definitely did. But I think his next fight is gonna be Mario Barrios, most likely. I think he win that. I don't blame him for wanting to stay at 147 and become undisputed, because it's easy pickings for him, right? I think he easily become undisputed. But don't try and make a fight with a 154 if you know you want to stay at 147. It makes no sense. You were trying to be sneaky. You were trying to get him at 147 so you can have your cake and eat it too. No, you can't do that. But anyways, guys, like I said, this fight is not happening. The reasons is, like I said, Boots wanted Vergil Ortiz to come at 147, my bad, 147, so Boots can stay at 147 after the fight, go for undisputed still. Vergil Ortiz said, no, motherfucker, I literally killed myself trying to get to 147. I'm never coming back, and the fight ended. Let me know what you think. Do you think Boots ducked him, or do you see why Boots did it? You see, I'm saying a little duck. But if Boots don't fight unification next, is a big duck. But if he does, I say, okay, bro, you did some dumb shit. I can get past it. But anyways, like I said, let me know. Sweet dreams.